Todd Henry says like this: mediocrity does not just happen, it's chosen over time through small choices day by day, every day. We always have the choice of becoming great or becoming mediocre. Becoming great is not an easy task. You must give your best each day. There will be failures. You will struggle a lot. Remember my quotation: life is like an ECG. Sometimes we will go down, sometimes we will rise up. If your goal in life is to be an average person, you don't need to do much. Mediocre people never give their best and settle for things being as they are because they know that improving upon it will be too difficult. 99% of people most likely settle for less than they want. They settle for jobs they hate and they wonder why they aren't productive, lack motivation, and don't wake up with energy needed to do their job. How can you wake up happy doing something you hate? Think of this. Let us listen from Steve Jobs. Your work will fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking it. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you will know where and when you find it. Nobody really wants to be mediocre. If you don't believe me, ask someone. Do you want to become mediocre? Ask this question and you will get the answer. The answer is always giving to be no. The one big reason people settle for being mediocre is that everyone around them is also mediocre. If you try to become a little bit ambitious around these kinds of people, they will tell you all sorts of things to sabotage your ambition. They don't want you to shine because that will make them look dull. Internally, they may feel like they have wasted their own potential. When we are children, we have all sorts of dreams and ambitions, aspirations. As we grow up, something happens and we all fall in love with mediocrity. Perhaps we became too complacent or stubborn with our ways. When you lose that sense of drive inside you to achieve something, time passes by, leaving you dragging your feet through life instead of living it. Here is the solution: think big. Even if you fail, it will still be better than regret of never trying to push your boundaries. Imagine being an 80-year-old. Suppose you are having 80 years, wishing you could travel the world, pursue your dreams, and live how you want to, and not how other people want you to. You still have time, at least for now. One day there will be no time to do anything. Death will be standing at your door every day. That's why it is important to always live your life doing what you want. You won't need any incentives or productivity tips because your sense of purpose will influence you to stop being lazy. If you don't like your job, change it. If you don't like your friends, change them. If you don't like your way of thinking, change it. If you don't like your life, change it. Remember that a life of greatness is harder than a life of mediocrity. If it is not easy to achieve, but the path will be worth it in an end. So let us see the myth of multitasking in the next chapter, and I recommend you ask yourself one powerful question: are you really loving your job, or you are simply doing for the sake of money? Answer yourself in the comments. Thank you.